Hello learners, welcome to this lesson. Today we are going to look at how to find angle of elevation. This is your presenter KC. Overview. Today we are going to look at what is angle of elevation, places on the surface of the earth where the sun is overhead at midday, the formula and how to find the angle of elevation, how to find place if given angle of elevation, and sun. So before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe and give it a like. Number one, what is an angle of elevation? An angle of elevation is defined as an angle between the horizontal plane and the line of sight from the observer's eye to some object above. So here we are talking about, this is the sun, the object, that's the line of sight. This is the horizontal line, usually this is our ground, and this is the angle of elevation in between. So that's what we'll be talking about, this angle when the sun is overhead. This is the angle we'll try to calculate. So let's get right in. Places on the earth's surface where the sun is overhead. On 21st June, the sun is overhead at midday 12 p.m. along the Tropic of Cancer. So 23 degrees and a half north. This is called summer solstice. So the sun is overhead around 12 hours in the sun is overhead around 12 hours in the northern hemisphere. So that's the Tropic of Cancer, northern hemisphere, 23 and a half degrees north. So this is our world map, and we can see, so in short, all this shaded area on 21st of June, the sun is overhead in all this area. So whenever they ask for a place which is in this area, just know that the sun is overhead on the 21st of June. Take note of the dates. Take notes of the dates. Two, 23rd September and 21st March. The sun is overhead at midday 12 p.m. along the equator 0 degrees. This is called summer solstice. So on 23rd September and 21st March, the sun is overhead on the equator. So the sun is on the middle around 12 hours. It is directly overhead. So the countries that are along the equator, the sun is overhead on 23rd September and 21st March. Again, please take note of these dates. Please take note of these dates. If possible, write them down. Three. On 21st of December, the sun is overhead at midday 12 p.m. along the Tropic of Capricorn. Along the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees south. This is called winter solstice. Winter solstice. So on 21st December, the sun is overhead in the southern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, Tropic of Capricorn. So the sun is overhead on 21st of December. So the sun, if it's here in Zambia, the sun is overhead in December. So the sun is direct overhead in December. Around 12 hours. Now let's move along. Make sure you have known those dates. Make sure you know them, each and every date. They're just 4 dates and very easy to memorize. Make sure you have memorized them. So formula for finding angle of elevation. Angle of elevation is equals to 90 degrees minus latitude of a place plus or minus date of overhead sun. So here's a simplified formula. Angle of elevation is equals to 90 degrees minus plus or minus sun. So this is the formula for angle of elevation. So we are saying we use negative. Since we are saying plus or minus, we use negative if the places are in the same hemisphere where the sun is overhead. So as we said, for example, if it's on 21st December and the sun is in the southern hemisphere and they are asking you to find the angle of elevation in a place in southern hemisphere, so we are going to use negative. But if it's on 21st of December and they tell you to find the angle of elevation of a place in the northern hemisphere, then we are going to add. So we are going to talk about that in further details. So take note, place, when I say place, this is the actual latitude given. For example, when they say find the angle of elevation at 40 degrees, so that's the place, 40 degrees north, so that's the place that they want you to find the angle. This is the actual place of the latitude given. Sun, when I say sun can be the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees north, equator 0 degrees, or Tropic of Capricorn 20.5 degrees. So the sun, these are the only so this is where the sun is. That's why I said take note of the dates. Take note of the dates. So where the sun is, if it's on 21st of December, that means the sun is here at the southern hemisphere. So that means the sun is on 23.5 degrees south. So that's what to put here. If the sun is on the equator, that's 23rd of September or 21st of March, that means you have to put 0 degrees. 0 degrees. Don't worry, we'll look at an example where I'll talk more about this, but take note of when I say place and sun. Place and sun. Example: calculate the angle of elevation of the midday sun at 40 degrees north on 21st June. 21st June. So here, once you just see, make sure before you even start, you make sure you know where the sun is and the latitude. So we can see this is 40 degrees north, and 40 degrees north is in the northern hemisphere. North is in the northern hemisphere. And on 21st June, where is our sun? On 21st June, our sun is equally in the northern hemisphere. The sun is overhead on 21st June in the northern hemisphere. So here it will be like this. Here is our solutions. Angle of elevation is equals to 90 degrees minus place plus or minus sun. So here is our formula. Angle of elevation is equals to 90 degrees minus place. This is where I was talking about, where you put the actual 40 degrees. 40 degrees north minus 23.5 degrees. 23.5 degrees. So place, here is where you put the actual place. The actual place. Hope it is clear. And if it's not clear, you can reach out in the comment sections. So after we have made the calculations, 90 degrees minus 40 degrees minus 23, our angle of elevation will be 90 degrees minus 16.5. And our answer, angle of elevation, will be 73.5 degrees in general. So that is how you find angle of elevation. Let's take a practical example. From a past paper. This is Geography Paper 1, October 2017. So this is where our example will come from, our example 2. Question number 14, and this is on question number 14. Another key point on how to pass. Make sure you know each and every question, where each and every question is found, the number. So you have to know, and I'll look on that. Make sure you check out the video. I'll look on that, on where each and every question, each and every topic is found in geography. So let's move on. Question number 14. What would be the angle of elevation of the midday sun for a place on latitude? So a place on latitude 58 degrees south on 22nd December. So here, before you even start doing all your calculation, make sure you have seen the place. The place they have told us is 58 degrees south. So we are in the southern hemisphere. Now, where is the sun? On 22nd December. The sun is also in the southern hemisphere on 22nd December. So that means we will subtract. So here is our formula. Angle of elevation is equals to 90 degrees minus place plus or minus sun. So we said our sun is in the southern hemisphere and our place is in the southern hemisphere. Hence we are going to subtract. When they are in the same hemispheres, you subtract. When they are in the different hemispheres, you add. So angle of elevation is equals to 90 degrees minus 58 degrees south minus 23.5 degrees south. So angle of elevation is equals to, open brackets, the 3.5 close bracket. Angle of elevation is equals to 90 minus the 3.5. Angle of elevation is equals to 55.5 or 55.5. So they are all the same, 55, but mostly it's written 55.5. So here our answer is C. Another question, and this is how to find the latitude of a place X on 23rd September, given that the angle of elevation is 37 degrees. So here they have already given us the angle of elevation, and they have given us the date where the sun is. They have given us the clue where the sun is, but they want us to find the actual place of this angle of elevation. So we are going to use the same formula. Here are our solutions. Angle of elevation is equals to 90 degrees minus, open brackets, plus or minus sun, close the brackets. 37 degrees is equals to 90 degrees minus, open brackets, x minus 0. So our 37 is the angle of elevation. We have just substituted on the formula. Take note of the formula, make sure you know the formula. So we have just substituted. So on the angle of elevation we already have 37 degrees, and we have substituted on the place. So here we are looking at place. We want to find the actual latitude, the place. So it will remain x. It will remain x minus 0. The zero has come from this 0 has come from 23rd of September. What did we say? On 23rd of December, the sun is on the equator. And the equator is 0 degrees. So 0 degrees is what we will put, and whether we add or subtract 0 degrees, it won't have any effect, since we are not adding or subtracting anything. So it can be either plus or minus. So here 37 degrees is equals to 90 minus x plus 0. 37 is equals to 90 minus x. So here we are going to make 37 cross over, and x will cross over too, and here we have x is equals to 90 minus 37, and here our answer will be x is equals to 43 degrees. So the latitude is equals to 43 degrees. In conclusion, today we have looked at what is angle of elevation. Make sure you know what we said about angle of elevation. We have looked at places on the surface of the earth where the sun is overhead at midday. We have also looked at the formula and how to find the angle of elevation, how to find place or latitude if given angle of elevation and sun. We have come to the end of this lesson. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and if you need this revision pamphlet on how to find angle of elevation, you can call or WhatsApp the number on the screen. Thank you. Till next time.